Hello, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, middle schoolers. Welcome to virtual music class via video. I hope you're doing well. I have some things for you to work on, some things for us to review, and you will have a couple videos every week for you to look at. You will always have your assignments in Google Classroom. So please keep checking there and making sure that you understand. If there's something you don't understand, then go ahead and either Google Hangout me, and we can chat that way very quickly back and forth, or send me an email and we can work together. All right, so here we go. Are you ready to go? Let's begin our class today. So one of the things that has to happen is that we need to continue to work toward performance. Even though we won't be having our Christmas program this year, I do need to grade you on the standard of being able to perform. I'm not sure yet what this will look like. It might be a Flipgrid, something like that, but you will need to perform. So we're going to work on a couple of our Christmas songs, the first one being It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. You will find a copy of this on Classroom for you to access and continue to learn and work on. So you can find this here, but I just thought we would start just to remind yourselves of what we're doing. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10, glistening once again. Weatherly canes and silver lanes that glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. Pillar of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that will talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. It's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. That's all the farther you need to go, right to there, so you can stop and do it again if you need to. So that's one of our Christmas songs, and we need to make sure that we are working on that. The next thing is, in fact, a worksheet on a slideshow for you, as well as a review. So you will find this in Classroom, and this is called the Treble Clef Staff Names Review. Want to remind you, this is of course our treble clef staff that you see here, and we number our lines and our spaces starting from the bottom. So this line at the bottom is number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and there are spaces 1, 2, 3, and 4 in between. Just a reminder, we've studied this before, but it's been a little while, so I wanted to give you a quick reminder. With our line names, we have a saying that helps us. Every good boy does fine. So our first little boy jumped in on the E line, which is the bottom, every. Then we had our G line, good. Now you saw the B line jump in, boy. There's our D, does. And from the top we have fine. Every good boy does fine. And I made them little boys so that perhaps that will help you remember the saying. For our spaces, you'll remember that space and face go together in the treble clef, And the spaces are F on the bottom, A, C, and E, spelling the word face. Spaces, faces. So maybe that'll help you remember. So once again, we have every good boy does fine, and here come the boys, and our faces, which help us remember all of the musical alphabet of the treble clef staff. I want to also remind you that our treble clef, or actually our musical alphabet, always goes in order. And so I'm going to start with the A space, which is right here. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, and if there was a note right here, it would be a G. Going down, G, F, E. This space would be D. Don't forget our middle C, which is on a ledger line down below the staff, and so on down. So our musical alphabet goes in alphabetical order. It just starts in different places. Okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. That's the musical alphabet. There is no H, there is no Q, there is no Z. Just goes to the letter G. All right, so you're going to find the assignment in your in Google Classroom, and you will see, following this slide, 3 different colored slides, yellow, pink, and green, and on each one you're going to do something different, and there's a little bit of an explanation slide on each color. So we're going to start with the yellow, and on the yellow slides you're going to put the letter note name in the box. This is an E, so I have written an E in the orange box. All right, that's where you're going to put your answer, is in the orange box. If you click right on the orange box, it will give you a text box within there, and that's where you will then put your answer. You can see all of these slides that have that. The pink slides are a little bit different. This time what you're going to do is you're going to take the note, which is up at the top of the staff, and you're going to put it on the staff somewhere. I've asked for a B on this one, and so my note moves to that B. Now you might ask the question, how do I get that note to move? Well, if you click on the note, on the picture of the note, and you're looking for that cross arrow, all right, and I've given you a copy of it right up here, of what it kind of looks like right up here. You can see it right here. You're looking for that cross arrow. When you see that on the note, then you can move that note anywhere it wants to go. And you have notes at the top, and you're going to move them into the staff and place them somewhere within the staff. When you get to the green notes, green slides, you're actually going to make some words. So I've given you notes that make words, and you're going to fill in the word. Now, sometimes there isn't that letter in our musical alphabet, so you'll see that that's in the clear slide right here, the T, but I've given you a B and an E, and the word is bet. All right, so you will fill in the orange boxes with the words. Sometimes you need to fill in all the boxes. Sometimes there are 4-letter words, whatever they happen to be. All right, so that's your assignment with the musical symbol review. I hope that helps and that you can do that. So a couple of things on your project. The project timeline has changed a little bit, so things aren't quite due when they were previously. I'm going to make the final draft due this Friday. Follow the instructions that you found in Classroom on making your final draft, whether it's the composers for 7th and 8th grade or the music genre for 6th grade. So make sure that you are following those directions. And then I've lengthened out the time that your presentation is due. The first one is your first attempt at your presentation slides. That first attempt will be due next Friday. If you get it in early, that's fine. If I have a chance to look at it, I will go ahead and correct those ahead of time. Then the final presentation of your slides is due right before our Christmas break. So make sure you have that. I'm hoping that we will be able to present after Christmas, even after our 2 weeks after Christmas that we're still distance learning, and that we will be back in school on the 19th, and then in those last 2 weeks before the end of the quarter, you will have a chance to present right there during class. All right, so if you have questions about your final presentation, let me know. And then finally, the last song that we're working on is Silent Night. 7th and 8th graders, we will work on the sign in a separate video that I will do for you. 6th grade, we will do a separate video that will be the German, and we'll work on the German together. It will be a short video of just that song. And I'm not going to sing this right now. You guys can practice it at your leisure, but I've given you this video so you can practice the English, because you will also need to be able to sing the English. So Silent Night is the other song that I want to do. And I may add some other fun Christmas songs as we go, just to have some fun. That's the end of our class today. I hope that if you have questions, please Google Hangout me. That is so much easier to talk with you on rather than email, because there's a lag, and sometimes I don't see the email right away because I'm working on other things. So make sure that Google Hangouts is a really good way to get a hold of me. So that's the end of our class today. I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Enjoy your time in class, and hopefully I will see you soon.